This week we turn to Daniel chapter 7. Again, it's a vision of things to come for Daniel and the Son of Man, that's Jesus. And of course, the Son of Man is a favourite description of Jesus for himself. And it's an expression that first appears here in Daniel chapter 7. Jesus taught about his return and his ultimate triumph in the light of Daniel 7. It seems to me that Daniel 7 was one of his favourite chapters from the Old Testament, of course. And the ultimate judge here is the Ancient of Days, an Old Testament term to describe God. Again, favourite term in Daniel. And you might know this phrase, Ancient of Days, from the great hymn, Immortal, Invisible, God Only Wise, which ends, Most blessed, most glorious, the Ancient of Days, Almighty, victorious, thy great name we praise. Or you might know it from the song released in 1997 of that title. The description in Daniel chapter 7 about God as judge is awe-inspiring, and it's supposed to be. And as we're going to see with the rest of the book, here is a very prophetic chapter. In here there is a vision of 4 empires, just similar to what there was in chapter 2. And in this vision, there are 4 terrifying beasts, a winged lion, a bear, a winged leopard with 4 heads, and the 10-horned beast. The final beast is the worst one and will devour the whole world and defy the Lord. It's scary stuff. But each successive beast has its power removed, and the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of God, triumphs over all of them. And it's the 4th kingdom only that's explained in some more detail. Less than a week ago, Russia invaded Ukraine. Is this a fulfillment of one of the beasts? Well, that I doubt. It's more likely that the little horn refers to Antiochus Epiphanes IV, who was a ruler who desecrated the temple in Jerusalem about 169 years before Jesus, under whose reign that temple lay deserted and abandoned for 3.5 years. He's the man who brought essentially a pork barbecue into the temple as an act of deliberate desecration, what we might call the abomination of desolation in the temple. That was before Jesus was born, but long after Daniel's time. And it may be that the prophecy of these beasts will be fulfilled a number of times in human history. It's very similar to Revelation 13, and there we're told that God's people must endure persecution patiently and remain faithful. The point remains the same. Evil rises up, yet God's kingdom and God's rule can never be conquered. That, my friends, is our hope. That is our great hope as being a Christian person. God, the Ancient of Days, and the description of him in this chapter is just amazing. He is the judge of all. He is sovereign at all things. And Jesus, the Son of Man, according to Daniel 7 verse 14, amazing verse, Daniel 7:14 says that the Son of Man is to be given authority and honor and sovereignty over all the nations of the world, so that people of every race and nation and language would obey him. That's the most incredible vision of the authority of Christ over the world. And his rule is eternal and it will never end. His kingdom will never be destroyed, says Daniel.